Here are the fan questions with Izzy Hodgson. Brooke Nicole wants to know, what made you want to start playing football?
Well, my cousin and my sister did it when I was 5, so I decided to do it.
Very nice.
The worst answer, but it's the truth.
No, I think it's, we'll blame Brooke Nicole for the question. No worries. At Sienna Doc, okay, what was it like growing up as a gay female footballer?
Ooh, well, how long, yeah.
You can talk for as long as you want, honestly.
No, it was good. I mean, I think we've noticed now there is a very big difference between the women's and men's game after Josh not having to, but coming out and being something that he needed to do in the men's football world. I think in the women's football world, that's not really something you have to do. I think there is many players that are gay and have always been gay and have always been very open about it, which I think made it very easy for me to grow up. Soccer was always a safe place for me because there was people like me around me and I always felt like I was comfortable to be myself. So it was always great for me.
I want to ask a follow-up question from Sienna's. The empathy that you would have had for Josh, for being as courageous as he was, but also understanding the environment that he may have been in previously before coming to the club.
Yeah.
For me, like hearing seeing how free he is now, and then that obviously shows how free he didn't feel prior. I'm sure you would empathise with that. As you said, like in a lot of women's sport, it's common and it should be welcomed. But with men, it was such a big deal because it was so uncommon for it to happen.
Yeah, it was strange for me to hear that for him soccer wasn't a safe place, obviously until now.
Yeah.
Whereas for me, and I'm assuming a lot of girls like me, that soccer was their safe place or their sport was their safe place. So, you feel sorry for him to not have felt like that because that's how I've always felt. But it's just great to see him now with all the support that he's got. It's fantastic and it's just so good for gay people everywhere and gay people in every sport, in every gender. They need to know that sport is welcoming to everyone, and so long as you play, have fun.
And as I said, like with my daughters, one's 5 and one's almost 1, when they're 15 and 11, it's going to be the norm. Again, it's not going to be we need to have a milestone moment where someone's been courageous enough to do this. And that it excites me that the opportunities for people of all different walks of life from different ethnicities and stuff will be part of just one human being group.
Yeah.
And it just sucks that we've had to go through all this, like people being trapped inside themselves because of a really judgmental and shit world at times.
And ideally, how much it's changed from 10, 15 years ago to now is crazy. So the hope for the future is so high. You just really hope that, it gets to 10 years' time and no one has to come out ever and it's just acceptable to do whatever they want.
Exactly. As parents, honestly, like I love that we have a lot of gay friends, men and women, and I love that because if my daughters decide that that's their life choice, I love being comfortable with it to go, that's awesome. Like, I love you. You're my daughter. That's our relationship. You're my daughter. It's the best. So to have role models like you it makes me very happy. Here's a social media handle. UMUTSMK148638. UMUTSM. Okay, who do you look up to in life? You try and say.
Yeah, I don't know. Get past that handle. Who do I look up to in life? I think that's changed a lot as you grow up. When you're younger, it's whoever's great at soccer at the time. I think I loved Tim Cahill. He was flying when I was younger.
Yep.
And obviously now, my perspective of life has changed. But I think the people I look up to the most, pretty cliche, but I'm going to say my parents.
It's not cliche, man.
Like, they're great.
That's awesome. UDYCZ Satine. UDYCZ Satine. Adi said Satine. Have you ever played in an all-boys team?
I haven't. I played at a boys' club.
Yeah, because then it wouldn't be an all-boys team. It would be a boy and girl, boys and girl team.
But my first club I played at when I was 7 or 8 was Western Strikers, and at the time there was 2 females, and we were both in the same team, and she was my best friend at the time. So a little bit all boys, but there was another girl and myself. So
this is from Aliyah Chiman. Who's the toughest opponent you've come up against?
Toughest? Ooh, that is a tough one. I mean, I'm going to have to say Sam Kerr. Like, when she played at Perth, that was just, I remember just being, like, in awe, but also like, oh, no, I got to try and stop you now, which is...
Do you ever do jersey swaps? Like, do you try to swap shirts with players?
I wish we could. Stare down the barrow at
this
Adelaide United.
This is the funny thing. This is the funny thing, because I saw Cassini do it with Jamie McLaren the other night, right? But there's a follow-up. I think Cassini, I think I heard the comment, you got to pay for that.
Yeah, I think that's probably the case. But look, like if it was Kerr's jersey, I would pay for it. It's fine, yeah.
If you play against Sam Kerr, give her your top, and I'll just give you this one.
Yeah, cool, perfect.
Done, easy.
Nice.
At _Tiger Jones _ which boots are your favourite?
Ooh, do I get a sponsorship from this?
Let's find out.
I wear Nike Tiempos, and I always have, always will. So if anyone wants to buy me Nike Tiempos, thank you.
We would also like to thank UCAN, which is our apparel sponsor of Adelaide United. Josh Nacker wants to know, what's the first thing you do after a game?
Drink so much water.
Water.
Or Everlast.
Everlast. Oh, my God. Well, I drink Soul Good sparkling water.
Everlast. Cut that from the...
This came from GL, who is a fantastic part of the media team at the club. The taste of this water, he has obviously gone down to the pat next to the skate park and just put the glass right to the bottom of it where the bottom feed of fish are, and he's like, hey, try this. Does it taste weird? And I'm like, it tastes like human remains. So thank you. It's beautiful.
I can note that Everlast tastes great.
Yeah, okay. Does anyone do like nervous toilets before a game? I do that when. Oh yeah.
We're like half the time we're late coming out to the tunnel because there's only one toilet in the Martin change room.
Yeah.
There's 15 girls that are nervous.
Yeah. That Martin setup's a bit strange as well. They basically lock everyone out, pull the cage across, then you go through. This is not a question. It's just a statement from Izzy Carniero. Isabel is so awesome and he's the best. So cool. Yes, queen.
Thanks. That's my favourite one so far.
Yeah, good one. Costa Yarich wants to... Did I say Yarich right? Is it Yarich or Yarrick? You don't know? It means on your coaching staff. Yes. Wants to know who's your favourite teammate.
Oh, well, I did see there was a Twitter war over this, so I'm going to have to say Mel Mullen.
She's legend.
I'm not being forced to say that.
Oh, really? Would you ransom to it? Okay. Max Burford from Channel 10 doing a great job, and he's always supporting you, favourite sibling, including any brothers-in-law, which, here we go. Go on, Maxie, come on.
I think good. I'll say it's George Burford. Nah, I better say Max. Max he won't be happy if I say his brother.
Max has got a beautiful head of hair. It makes me really jealous. He's a really good-looking guy.
Don't tell him that.
Okay.
He doesn't need any more. Yes, but he's about to marry my sister, so...
Welcome to the family.
Yes.
If you need to anyone to cater for the wedding, you should have some of this.
Yes,
water.
an Everlast.
Everlast is great, by the way, and
is.
you could have given me an Everlast. So, how do we follow you on the socials?
Isabel Hodgson, I think that's it. I believe that's my Instagram. Yep.
You on Twitter?
Yeah, Isabel Hodgson 12.
You're on TikTok?
Izzy_Hodgson.
Okay, well, see, there's 3 different ones.
That was really hard. I was like, I actually don't know what my handle is.
You did a great job.
It's Isabel Hodgson.
You did a great job. Mine used to be Jarrod Walsh on everything, but then I deleted Instagram because I met LeBron James, so I had a photo and then I deleted my socials. So I'm like, no photo is ever going to beat this. And then I got it back, but someone took Jarrod Walsh.
So now you're like Jarrod Walsh 1297.
Walsh Jarrod. Or I'm like Amata Samik 148.
I think that's what happened to this man.
Yeah. Izzy, this has been great. Remind everybody how they can get to your first home game, please, in the A-League Women. Don't say, oh, yeah, get an Uber or drive. Give us the game details.
Oh, I thought you... I was like, what? Yes, we are playing Canberra. Is that the first home game, isn't it?
Yep, keep going.
On the 12th? I don't actually know. I just go to the game when I have to be told.
We also have a doubleheader on the 23rd, which is very exciting. The doubleheader is going to be amazing here at Cooper Stadium. I've loved spending some time getting to know you, and I'm sure all of the Adelaide United family would as well. So thank you for your honesty, and thanks for everything that you've done for the club so far. It's amazing, your journey, and the great thing is because you are so young, it is just starting. So keep doing you, and you get to sign this shirt now, and then at the end of the season, we will give it away. So you're the first A-League Women's player.
Do I sign on the back or or the front?
I'll just do it on the front.
Okay.
So this is amazing. So as I said, have a look at Adelaide United's social media, all the details for ticketing as well for our very first home game in the A-League Women and also for our A-League Men as we take on Victory on the 11th. And thank you to everybody for your understanding over the past couple of weeks with Cooper Stadium. We know that it's been challenging with COVID and everything else going around it, but we know that the first home game a couple of nights ago against City was massive, and your support and patience, it makes us really, really grateful to have you as the best fans in the A-League Men, in the A-League Women, in the A-League Youth, and one day I might play A-League Masters. Who knows, because I'm over 35. So, great. Izzy, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.